So this next drill is based on ideas that I got from a couple of teachers recently. It was presented in more of a movement context. In one class it was an inversions class, but in general I think it's quite relevant to the handstand. The only difference being that instead of two hands, you're working on shifting weight to one hand, but you can really still feel this sense of pushing in, elevating through the scapula, and also learning how to move your body weight, which is quite interesting. Starting in the squat, have this be a kind of reference point, especially for the first drill. So I will always come back to this resting squat. Anywhere in a semicircle around me, I can place my hand, somewhere I can reach, and then shift the weight so that the shoulder comes over the wrist. Already you could see that I'm gripping my fingers, and then I try to push and elevate and remove as much of the weight as possible from my feet and shift it towards the hand. At the top, I usually count 3 seconds. Shifting then to the left hand and anywhere in this semicircle. Rolling and moving, lifting up. 2, 1. Your free hand can act as a counterbalance, especially if you go a little bit off-piste. And you can also reach across your body. So this free hand does not have to go to the left-hand side. It could go across my body, lifting up. Just performing that one for the sets and reps given. The second exercise also uses the squat as its starting position, but now we're going to remove a foot from the equation. There are 2 versions of this. One is called contralateral, where we use limbs on opposite sides of the body. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. And the other one is called ipsilateral, so we use limbs on the same side of the body. Right hand, right foot. So taking that same idea into perspective, this little semicircle around you, reaching your right hand out, shifting in the same way, lifting up, shoulder over wrist, this handstand-like feeling. Now I'm also pushing more into the left foot to try and remove the right foot. The left hand has to move a little as a counterbalance, and then shift down. It might be a little bit more out in front. Haven't done that one yet. Hand on the floor, lifting up, weight into left hand and right foot, lifting up. You could go higher if you want to. Fight a little wobble or shake. And then try to gently land back towards the resting squat. For the ipsilateral one then, starting on that right side again, I'm going to shift forward, being conscious of the movement, the shifting of the weight. I'm trying to push now into right foot and right hand and lift in a different way. That one's really fun. As you move into that one, you might find that you start to naturally pivot, and there's potential to add this into your practice as well. So if I shift towards the left hand side with my right hand, step up onto just the right foot, it's possible to twist. And then I shift towards the left hand and the left foot, and hopefully I can twist towards that squat. It doesn't always have to happen, but you may force it. Almost sometimes moving in the opposite direction of where your body feels like it will naturally go. In the last version or the last exploration then, we might add in rotational or half bridge. One of the easiest ways to enter it, I think, is by following that natural collapse of the shape in the ipsilateral version. So right hand, right foot, reaching across, almost like I'm starting to circle, lifting the left leg up, falling down. Now I'm at the bottom of the bridge. With my left hand, I reach across the body, and drive up, slowly coming back. That one takes a little bit of figuring out. It's almost easier in flow, easier when you just sort of forget about the rules and allow things to happen.